If you're interested in seeing how I go from that to this, stay tuned and come along with me on this journey as I show you my process on how I go from basic press-on nails to luxury. Welcome, beautiful people, to my channel. It's your girl, Positive Vibes Des, better known as Des Bless, or just Destiny. Today is going to be a nail video, and this video is a part of our Feel Good Fridays series. Not every Feel Good Friday video will be a nail video, but this is how I wanted to introduce Feel Good Fridays, so hopefully you can follow along and catch a good vibe to relax after a full week of work. And even if you do have to work on the weekend, that's okay too. So today I will be working with Kiss Fashion Design press-on nails I got from my local beauty supply store. It says extra long. They're not extra long to me, but I know they're extra long to somebody. So these are the nails in which I'll be working with today, and this is the design in which it comes with. It doesn't come with as many cheetah print nails. Majority of the pack is black, but this is the design in which I chose and that I'm going to be working with. Being that these are matte nails, they can sometimes get oil on them because our hands have oil on it. So I'm going to go ahead and in my little bottle here I have some alcohol. I'm going to go ahead and wipe any excess oil off the nails. These are my Bling Set that I'm using for these nails. They are 6 different size rhinestones, and then in these little packs, these are different shaped rhinestones. All of these rhinestones I got from Amazon, and also you see I have my little triangle dish, and that's going to help me later on in the video. Now that I got all the tools that I'm working with, I will be starting to create my design, and you'll see me just trying different things out to see what I like from what I don't like, and I play with the design until I find what I really want. And then once I've got that going, then I go ahead and set out how many of that design I'll need, and you'll see me set out 4 different ones because I will be putting this design on both thumbs and both pinkies. Now that I have all of my designs set up, laid out for me, making it a lot easier for me to just pick and go, I'm going to be going in with my Rhinestone Glue Gel, which helps to adhere the crystals to the nail. So you'll see me adding it to each nail and then placing the crystals on there. The crystals is not going to be stuck on there. You can definitely move them around. The only time when it is stuck is once you put it on that lamp for an extended period of time, so you have time to move it around. Quick tip: if your rhinestone gel glue is stored in a cool temperature, then it will be a lot harder, and once you put your crystals on there, they're less likely to move around as easily. Now if your glue gel is stored in a warmer temperature, then it is a lot more liquidy and becomes more susceptible to have your rhinestones moving around if you don't cure it right away. You'll see me go in with my alcohol again and a brush to clean up the excess that may be spilling out on the sides, because it just makes life a lot easier once you go to cure it. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat this process on both pinkies and the other thumb. I also wanted to note the little stick that I'm using to move the patterns around and or pick up the crystals is called a crystal picker. Then we will be moving on to the middle finger, where I have this lovely lock and key charm I did find on Shein. So if you're looking for any cheap nail charms, you can also find them on Shein. It just takes a little bit longer to get to you. Once I have my lock and key charm placed where I want it, I'm going to then move on to the Cheetah Fingers, in which I will be using the NotPolish Matte-it that is going to act as the glue, in this case, to stick the rhinestones on. This is why I have my little dish to help me get the rhinestones on the right side so I can place them. You'll see me placing the rhinestones on the cheetah design nails, and I move them around until I get them to exactly where I want them. After moving them exactly where I want them, then I move on to making last minute adjustments on the rhinestones before I place them in the lamps. I typically like to go in with my UV light for rhinestone curing, but for the sake of this video, I just grabbed my mini LED light. And just know that if you are using an LED light to adhere rhinestones, it will take a lot longer to cure. So make sure you're putting it under the light for at least 5 minutes. Quick tip: when you are using your UV or LED lamp, make sure that you move anything that will be cured with light out of the way so it doesn't get hard. Here is the final product of them being all cured and designed and ready to be put on our nails. Now that we're moving on to the next step in the process of adhering them to our nails, we want to go on the inside of the nails and file them a bit to make them rough so that they are easy to stick to the nails and have a stronger hold. So I'm going in with my e-file and etching out the insides of all of the nails, and they all should look like this. Now that we've etched all of our nails, got that out of the way, it's time to work on our natural nails. If you notice on my nails, I have some gel polish, so I'm going to have to file that off. And in the following clips, you'll see me moving between a buffer, a nail file, and my e-file to take off the gel. Now, I do want to mention that I am not using any of these methods super rough on my nails. You want to go over any of those areas very lightly so you can avoid damaging your nails. Once we've got all the nail polish or gel polish off of your nails, you then want to go in and push back your cuticles on all 10 fingers, and also go in and get any dirt that's underneath the nails so that you have fresh nails underneath your press-ons. Now I'm going back in with my e-file, but I changed the bit, which is the attachment piece that goes into the file, to a much smaller file, which is called a ball bit. And this is primarily used to go around the cuticle to take up any of the dead skin that may be left behind once you push them back. So I'm going in with that. And that is something that you also use lightly, but sometimes you have to use a little bit of force just to get some of the dead skin up. After using the e-file, I go in with this cuticle clipper and take off any excess skin that may be hanging or that may be sticking out. Again, you can gauge where you're going too far, so you'll know where is the right area to cut off any of the dead skin. Once we've finished clipping all our cuticles, then I'm going in and filing and giving my nails some shape so that they can fit under the nails seamlessly. Moving on to the final step, which is the adhesion process. Before you go in and apply any gels, any nail glue, or anything like that, I like to go in with Mia Secret's Nail Prep pH Balance, which helps to protect the nail, and it also helps to dehydrate your nail, so that can also help to give you a good stick on. So I go in with my dehydrator on one hand first before I apply each nail. So for the glue down process, to make them last longer than the average nail would if you just use one glue, I go in with my Young Nails glue, as well as a glue that I got from Dollar Tree. And you'll see that the glue that I got from Dollar Tree, I put just a drop or so towards the tip of the nail, and then I go in with the other glue all over my nail. And when I do that, once I'm going to put the nail on, you'll see that I start from the tip of the nail and press it down, so that glue that was on the tip of the nail will then push down towards the whole shaft of the nail along with the other glue. And you want to make sure you hold for a substantial amount of time so that you're getting a good firm hold. I repeat the same process of putting both glue on the nail tip and my actual nail for the rest of the fingers. You'll see me go back in on the other hand with the nail prep. Make sure you use that because sometimes it's easy to forget. So go in with the nail prep on the other hand before you start gluing them on. Now that all of the nails are on, they're secured. This is the final look. I'm gonna go in with some cuticle oil that helps rehydrate your cuticles and put that around all 10 fingers. Rub that in, and voila, we have from basic to luxury press-on nails that should last you longer than your average press-on nails, and you did them at home for the fraction of the price. So if you have any questions or maybe even tips, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and do know that I'm always wishing you peace, love, and light.